Welcome back to Mother Goose Librarian. I hope that you have subscribed to my channel, and please make sure that you like my video. That would be very much appreciated. Today I'm coming to talk to you about books that I received in December, specifically some Christmas gifts, and I'm also going to talk about my reading journal and a little bit of my goals for 2022. I do have some more videos, another video to film, possibly two, with books that I acquired in December that were not Christmas gifts. They were from library book sales, as well as some eBay books that I had purchased in lots of books that came to me as they were Caldecott winner books that I'm collecting. So I wanted to start off by talking about my Christmas books. The first three specifically, I received from my eldest daughter for Christmas. And this one is called Literary Witches. And this is about women writers. And I'm excited to get into this one and read about different women writers. It's basically like a little biography about those women, about each woman. That's about a page or so long. So that'll be fun to read. And it's something that I can just pick up and read a little bit at a time whenever the mood strikes. The second one that I received from my eldest daughter named Sienna is called Mom, I Want to Hear Your Story. And it's a journal about writing basically your autobiography, writing about yourself. There are prompts in the journal. And she knows that I'm working on a memoir, so this was very thoughtful of her to get me for a Christmas gift. And lastly, the other book gift that she purchased for me is called Life is Your Soul Road. And this is a collage book, and it features different artwork and different quotes on one side of the page, and then the back side of the page, for the most part, is generic backing, so that you can cut these images out and use them in collage or other journaling formats. So she knows that I like to do collage in my journal. So again, another fun idea for her to think of for me. And the last book that I received as a gift for Christmas was a poetry book, a children's poetry book that I received from my best friend. We've been best friends for 45 years. I can't believe that. We've known each other for a long time. And this book is called The Classic Treasury of Children's Poetry. And it's a beautiful large edition of poems that are collected. Some of them may be more well known, and others may be newer to you if you are a reader of poetry. I love poetry, specifically children's poetry is one of my favorite things to read. So this was a very thoughtful gift that she found and came across and said she knew she had to have it for me. So I was excited about that. Lastly, I want to talk to you about some of my reading goals for 2022. I know a lot of people do that at this time of year. I've not generally been a huge reading goal setter, but this year I received one more book for Christmas, and this is called The Bookworm Life, and it's a reading journal by Peanut Butter, and it's from peanutbuttertaco.com website. My husband purchased this for me, and I just love it. It's in the beginning, it has the book spread that you can color in the books that once you read a book, so you can track your books throughout the year. So it's a year-long tracker. After that, there are some blank pages that you can write some goals or whatever you choose to write. There is a lined page. Then there is a section for your most anticipated reads for the year. And this is a generic year. You can fill out the year as it is whatever year you purchased the journal in. And then there's goal setting. And as you can see, I haven't filled out my goal settings section yet, but I can tell you a little bit about some of my goals. And then we have the month, and I've already started January, so I won't show you that one, but I will show you one for February. And each month starts off, if I can get that page open, Sorry about that. Each page starts off with the month and a list so that you can probably write your TBR list, I'm assuming. Then there is a book quote, and this one says, "My weekends are booked." I love that. That's one of my favorite quotes about books. And then you have the month where you can fill in the days. And you have some blank pages where you can do some writing or reviewing of books. Writing about, I should say, or reviewing of books. And then there's the last page is a monthly wrap-up where you can talk about the books you've read and the stars that you've given them or ratings that you've given them. I am doing something a little different. This year I'm taking photographs of the book covers and printing them out on my Sprocket printer, and I'm using them to photograph my year of reading. So that'll be really fun. And then I can use those when I wrap up a video, wrap up a month and talk to you about what I've read in the month. So I will save that for the end of the month, or at least partway through the month. But I wanted to share with you my books that I received in December for gifts, as well as talk about my goals. So one of my goals, even though I haven't written them yet in my reading journal, one of my goals is to continue my search and collection of Caldecott Medal winning books. I also am collecting the Newbery winning books, but I'm not worried about getting all of those necessarily. If I come across them, that's great. But my goal is to read all of them. And since I do the majority of my reading through audiobooks and different audiobook libraries, that is easy enough for me to do in borrowing the books. But if I can collect them for future grandchildren, maybe, that would be great. And I do have quite a large collection of Caldecott Medal winning books. And if you don't know what those awards are, I did a video for the Caldecott Medal winning books. I did my collection, and then I've consequently done books that I have acquired in book hauls that were Caldecott winning books. And the Caldecott Medal is given to a book each year based on its artwork and illustrations. And the John Newbery book is medal winning books are given to authors who are outstanding, who write outstanding children's literature. I'm not phrasing it exactly as they do, but it's an American Library Association award, specifically the American Library Award, ALA, American Library Association, excuse me, has a division called ALSC, which is American Library Services to Children, and they are the ones who award the book medals each year. And there's plenty of other medals that I'll be talking about. I've talked about one other in another video. It's called the Purabelle Prix Award. So if you're interested in that, you can go and find my other videos that I've made. But that's it for now. I will be talking to you more in the future with my book hauls from December, the different books that I've gotten. There's quite a few of them, so I decided to leave those for another video. Again, I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel, Mother Goose Librarian, and I hope that you'll like this video. I hope you have a great day. Happy reading.